Okay, buenos dias. It's day 12 on the Colorado Trail. So today's the first full day of doing stuff I've never done before. So I'm not as entirely sure what's coming up, but I do know very early on we are reaching the split between east and west. And when we reach that split, we will go east. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I felt like I always had like a good plan for everything. And today's kind of the first day where I don't really have a plan. It's just like I'm not really need to make sure. Like I've kind of looked out for long water carries. None of them are too bad, I don't think, today, except for this one at the beginning. I got about a half liter, 3/4 of a liter of water or so left. I gotta make that last like another 4 or 5 miles, but I'll probably be thirsty when I get to the water source, but it won't be a problem. It's nice and cool this morning. Nice night last night. I didn't need my base layers or anything. I just had my quilt, so I didn't need to bundle up any more than that. So, yeah. So, get to explore a little bit today. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we've reached the split to go east or west, and I'm going east. Although west looks flatter than east to start. Obviously that would not last very long. Oh man. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go west initially, but I mean the climbs, some of it, like people have posted some of the video of it, and it seems like a pretty good number of people who started going west have ended up ducking over to the east because they get sick of the snow. And yeah, I'm going east. Oh, so much higher than west already. Anyway, up. Nice little view. Lots of aspen around here, which is kind of nice. Pretty awesome open spot here. This portion of segment 11 has, for the most part, been kind of a secluded walk in the woods, but it also just kind of feels more alive than like segment 10. Some of that could have had to do with the time of day that I hiked through segment 10, I don't know. Wildflowers. Okay, so I have a strategy for lunch today. About 12 or 12:30, I'm going to be getting to the end of segment 11, which apparently is a pretty popular campground. Saturday today. Skyhook, there's a note that there were 50 people there on a Saturday. So, right about noon or 12:30, I should be getting there. So my strategy is, I'm going to sit down where everybody can see me. I'm going to pull out my food bag. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody to offer me a burger. Who knows if it will be successful, but it's damn well worth the shot. I try. Alright. Pretty good view behind me, right? Yeah, hell yeah. Pretty good climb here. Had a pretty good climb, and then a long down into the campground. That's the end of segment 11. So far, so good. So that was a tough climb, but the tough climbs are always worth it. You get a beautiful payoff like this. Nice. Now it's just a big down descent to lunch. Whew. Man, that was tough. Okay. You've descended almost all the way down. This is the end of segment 11. And we will be beginning segment 12. So according to my Garmin, I'm about 9.5 miles in on the day. I'm gonna take a long break up here, take my lunch, take a couple hours maybe. We'll see, maybe not quite a couple. Depends once I'm fed and my legs feel rejuvenated. We'll push on into segment 12 for even more new adventures on the Colorado Trail. This was beautiful. Okay, I finished my lunch. I did not get a burger. There weren't that many people like out there, campers really. People were out doing stuff, which is good, but not good for me because I didn't get a burger. I did have a beef stick and Fritos and gummy bears. That's all. So now I looked at the elevation profile and I kind of wish I didn't. I just had my lunch break just under 9,000 feet, like 89 something. 4.5 miles, I'm gonna be like 11.6 or something like that. Crazy. This climb is going to suck, but I'm rested. I've rested legs, but I still like I'm a little full from lunch. But anyway, 4.5 miles to the top of a brutal climb. Here we go. So apparently I just crossed into the Collegiate Peaks Wilderness. There wasn't a sign for it. There was a sign that said something about you're entering a wilderness area, no mountain bikes, blah blah blah. But all the other wildernesses had like a sign that said entering Lost Creek Wilderness, whatever. Didn't get one here. Anyway, still a lot of up left to go. And well, caught my first hailstorm. So I had been climbing a bunch, so I don't mind sitting down and taking a break, I guess. But maybe you can see some of the, like right there. That's like it's little tiny bits of hail, but it ain't gonna be a Colorado trail hike without some hail, that's for sure. Hopefully this passes over soon. Yeah, so the hail got worse. And the trail is a big mudslide right now. Still hear some thunder nearby, but the hail has stopped. It's still raining pretty good. Oh man, it's not all sunshine and rainbows out here. I'm still planning on, hopefully we're just waiting this out. The sky doesn't look too great right now. Well, it is what it is. Oh man. So it's kind of late in the day. It just rained and rained and rained. The hail stopped. It rained for hours. I was cold. I hiked. I needed to hike to stay warm, really. Yeah, after that first tough climb, it dropped down, and then it started going back up again, almost all the way to 12, not quite 12,000, but we're almost there. This is a nice shot. Finally it stopped raining, although you can see it's still really cloudy. Like before that storm rolled in, it was a nice warm day. I had my sleeves rolled up, my pant legs taken off, and that storm rolled in and the temperature dropped a ton. It still is pretty chilly. My feet are soaked. I really can't wait to be able to crawl into my sleeping bag, but yeah. But I'm gonna probably do the descent off this. And I think there's a creek at the bottom of the descent in another couple miles that has campsites. So that's kind of my plan. It'll end up being about a 20-mile day if that's what I end up doing. Yeah. It appears I made the top. And if I made the top, then I have made 200 miles. So that's pretty cool too. The top of this climb, which I believe I'm at right now, as we're starting to descend, was mile marker 200.2. So that's pretty sweet. 200 miles. And there's a chance tomorrow I'll hit the halfway point, which is pretty sweet. So the only thing that's not sweet is this weather. There's a saying I've heard that if you don't like the weather in Colorado, just wait 10 minutes. But I haven't liked the weather in Colorado for a few hours now. Pack did a good job of keeping the stuff inside dry. Actually, I've got everything in dry bags, but like even the outside of the stuff inside my pack is pretty dry. Oops, I lied. We're not done. We're going up still. I guess we didn't reach the top. Well, I haven't made 200 miles then, probably. Whatever. All right. Yeah, so I was way off back there. I've been climbing still quite a bit more. But I did come across this. There's the 200-mile marker. Thank you, whoever put those rocks there, because that put a smile on my face for sure. 200 miles, nice. Gotta do that one more time, plus a drive. And I got a really wet trekking pole, so now we're upside down. It's all good. Life is good. Life will be a lot better though once I'm warm and dry. We're descending. I'm almost at 12,000 feet, so that's got to be a 14er. Sorry, I do not know. My phone's dead. Actually, which peak that is. Pretty nice view out here. I'm at like 11.9 something. I don't know what I'll be dropping down to tonight, but yeah. The skies are starting to lighten up over here and out there. So I hope that means that the rain's done for the night. It would suck if it started raining right like when I was wanting to put up the tent. But I think we'll be good. 2 more miles today. Should be almost 20 on the dot, I think, close. I don't know. I guess I don't know exactly. I remembered I needed 18 miles to hit 200 total. So yeah, I camped at like 182. So yeah, it should be pretty close, I think, to a 20-mile day, which is pretty good considering this was a tough day elevation-wise. There was a lot of there were really 3 tough climbs today, and the hail and the rain in some ways maybe made it a little easier. I haven't been sweating. I scooped a bunch of water. I didn't want to, because it was still raining, I didn't want to I didn't want to filter it then, so I scooped a bunch of water. And yeah, I don't think I ever took that was a long time ago. I don't think I've taken a swig of water since. It's just been so cold. I'm not sweating. I'm like, if I were to stop moving, I would probably start shivering. Yeah, it probably dropped when that storm came in, probably over 20 degrees. I bet it was in the upper 70s before it, and I bet it dropped to the mid 50s, maybe even less. You know, then when you add on the fact that you're wet, that makes it even colder, so feel even colder. Blah, blah. Alright. Yeah, so this is the creek I'm wanting to camp by. But this looks like a little bit of a sketchy crossing. These logs look a little rough, but we'll give her a go tonight. I think there's campsites just on the other side here. And then this will be where I call home tonight. Okay, I got across that creek really without too much problem, but fortunately there was a group of people already camped at that campsite, so I had to move on a little bit. And I just scooped water and was looking for the first stealth site I could find. Actually, I found one stealth site and it looked terrible. It wasn't flat at all. Found another one. It's gonna have to work. Keeping it short because I want to get dry. Buenas noches for day 12.